We broke up yesterday night. Well, I feel miserable. I don't really know what to say. I just allow myself to feel whatever I'm feeling. I'm not running away to practices. I'm not trying to avoid the pain. And I'm glad that I'm not doing it, because I think many people run away to like alcohol or playing games or drugs or whatever, which is just even more destructive. And it's the pain is still going to be there. It might just go to the unconscious, and it's going to stay there until you face it and feel it. So that's what I'm doing. It's really painful and it's really hard, but yeah, this is, I think, this is my way of coping with it. It's just allowing to feel whatever I'm feeling, which is a lot of sadness and disappointment and frustration and anger and a lot of yeah things that I'm not satisfied in myself, and a whole mixture of emotions. And yeah, it yesterday night when we talked, it was actually it was very beautiful the way we talked to each other. So there was no shouting at each other, there was no blaming. It was just expressing ourselves and saying how we feel, and yeah, just communicating in an open and honest way. And yeah, that's I'm actually very glad about that we could talk like this. And yeah, it hurts, but it is what it is. And I think if this pain is felt now and lived through, this can be a really good release, because if the scar or this wound is fully looked into and felt through, then this can transform and fully heal. And then after a while, and it becomes a lesson. And yeah, if and the indicator if that is healed or not, if you look back and it still hurts, then it's not fully healed, it's not fully processed. So it's a good indicator that I think if you look back and you feel joy and gratefulness and yeah, being grateful, that's a good sign. And it was very interesting, because when I left Brazil and in the middle of December, I had this feeling or intuition or something else. I don't know what it was exactly, but so I spent with this amazing lady about 1 month, 2 weeks on a cruise and 2 weeks in Brazil. And it was an amazing time. It was actually one of the best months in my life. And those 2 weeks in Brazil were amazing too, with her. And it's very interesting that at the end of my stay in Brazil, I had this feeling of, okay, we should let each other go. But I couldn't. I was so attached to this feeling good and feeling amazing with her and spending this great time that I couldn't let it go. And now we haven't met since middle of December, and now we just broke up. But I do, and I totally feel like, and I'm at opinion that if I would know this before, I would still do the same. I would still go into being in a relationship, because we shared a beautiful time with each other. Even we couldn't be together in person, but I didn't think that such deep intimacy and connection can be there without being physically there for each other. So experiencing this whole journey was great. And even though it's painful now, I think it's just the other side of the coin, that if you experience happiness and joy and all those beautiful things, well, at one point these are also going to come to an end, and that's when you experience the other side of the coin, which is losing this whole feelings well, losing this. Well, that's the funny thing. Actually, you don't lose anything. Because the experiences you've had with each other, it's there, and you can never lose a person, because a person is never yours. A person is always free. You just share some time with each other, but a person is never yours. You never possess anyone. So actually, you never lose anything. If you really understand this, it's easier to process the whole thing. So I would do the same